The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Purdy going to the air right away. And his first look is incomplete. We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense.
The throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Outside. 18.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And down to the 41.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
But sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the improv and you run into a tough crowd.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Back to 60.
Robinson up the middle. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 43 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. A first carry for Tanner Algier. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And looking to throw, Penix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw, Penix. His throw caught at the 5. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will find his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. John Robinson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10. Their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want to repeat of their first drive.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Buying time to his left. Takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. A little juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll throw with Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts.
Well, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To the air, Penix dancing to his left. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver, and it's good yardage and a first down to open the drive.
Purdy now to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he's able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Now 2nd and 3. And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. Second and 3. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final play of the half. Purdy. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this one is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
The key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, that was a big beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Cowboy 80. Let's go.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18.
Again, it's Robinson. Dances by him. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Purdy. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Jalen Walker. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Now Purdy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit. Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready? Liking 18.
Robinson with another carry. And getting this just shy of midfield, they spot him at the 49. 131 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Robinson on the right side. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Go! 70 Lions, 70 Rangers, 70...
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, he got 4 on 3rd down.
That's good.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Gotta tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Right back to him on first down. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. That burst good for 20 and a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Operating from the gun, Penix. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down.
On for the field goal.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. That is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the gun, McCaffrey. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Purdy, big 4th down play. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First down, San Francisco.
Here's Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
The 49er first down.
Throwing here, Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.